Hey, what's up guys? My name is Brady. I'm the founder of the Hot Box Sauna. This video is going to be a little bit on the longer side. I'm just going to pull a sauna in. I'm going to assemble it myself, which I don't recommend. Highly recommend using a buddy. I'm going to show you how simple it is to assemble. I'm going to walk you around the sauna. I'll be using a standard Shugibon with a window. So I'll kind of be showcasing some of our latest upgrades and focusing on some of the quality details that we're proud of. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So your sauna will be delivered by one of our freight carriers. Most of the time, it gets dropped off right in your driveway. It comes shipped just like this. This is our Ox Box. This is a company out of Texas. This is our custom-made 3-ply box that fits our sauna in like a filing cabinet. So it's super safe and rugged. And after you're done using it, it makes a really cool fort for your kids to use, or as a bin in your garage just to store things. It's super solid. Like, this thing is, you can stack things on it. It's a very sturdy cardboard box, so it's rigged for sea once it leaves our dock. When your sauna arrives, it will be banded. So just for the sake of this video, I just used a strap, but basically you just cut the bands. So just to be on the safer side, I'm gonna put this cart behind the sauna. You can put your package up against a wall just to make sure that all the weight's going to one side and that it doesn't fall forward. So this sauna came with a backrest. There's the floorboard. So we got the hardware kit here. Comes with a thank you card, the Wi-Fi plug adapter, and all the bolts and angle brackets that you need. We have a more in-depth video on this for the assembly, but just to kind of show you what it comes with here. So I'm going to start off by putting these leveling feet on the sauna. So I like to screw in each foot snug, and then once I put it down on the ground, see kind of where the inconsistencies are with the floor, and then adjust one or two if needed. I got all the feet in place now. I'm just going to tip it over, see if it's wobbly. You could probably use a little adjustment on this foot here just to really make it nice and tight. It's good there. So the plug hole is in the front of the sauna, so that shows you where your sauna is going to be pointed. So you can just grab the next panels here. What do we got? Oh, the sauna also came with a cover. So these are really cool. These are also made in the US. Our good friends from Baraboo Tent and Awning up in Wisconsin, they make these. This is an American material as well. I'll put it on at the very end. So this panel here is the heater panel. This customer ordered theirs with a window. We love these little windows. I'll show you some of the details on how we secure these things and just the finish. They're beautiful, something we're super proud of. And each cord comes with our new cord retention tags, which also have our disclaimer information on them. Once you remove this, you can just put it back on there, and this just gives you all of the information that you need: the input, the wattage, and the current, and then just some safety information on there. So we'll set this aside for now. So Western Red Cedar is by far the best material to use building a sauna. Its heat tolerance and moisture tolerance is insane. That's why you usually see super high-end decks made of Western Red Cedar. With the temperature fluctuation and moisture fluctuation, it makes it the perfect sauna material. So this is the roof panel. This is one of our beefier panels. It has 2 stainless steel heat reflection pans in them. Each one is filled with wool insulation. It just really helps with the preheat time and the R value of the sauna, but it also pushes the heat back down towards the user. Just something that we learned over the years. This panel here also includes our custom sauna mantras. We offer this customization for each of our customers just to give it a little personal touch. It's really cool seeing what customers come up with. And you get that mantra right above your head, right on the threshold of your sauna when you're inside of it. So nice little touch. I really like that. And then also our 2x2 cedar handle here. This cedar handle has big lag bolts in it, and it's super strong. So it's meant to last the life of your sauna. I mean, in and out, you can do a pull-up off of this thing. So really cool. So the next panel I'm pulling out, this is the back panel. So your back actually goes against this in the rear of the sauna. So that's the outside of it. This is the inside. Really nice panel. It's got our male extruded tracks in there. Everything slips together like a puzzle with our sauna. So you'll see a lot of hardware on here. So it is pretty beefy. There's a lot of cedar that goes into this thing. But the portability aspect just comes from the robustness of the hardware itself and how each panel slides into one another with minimal bolt assemblies. This is one of the lid sides. So this is one of the doors on the cockpit lid. This includes our custom hardware here. So all of this is made in America. So our CNC machine that we have right here behind me actually goes down and it drills a pocket for this roller bar assembly to sit into. Each roller bar assembly is locked on with 4 stainless steel fasteners. We get these roller bars made from our good friends at Gold Star Machine in Wisconsin. These have come a long way, and we decided to go overboard with this build just to make sure that it's as robust as possible. Some of our earlier designs that you'll see, we used a drawer slide assembly. It was really just a pain trying to install the lid itself, and the whole thing was kind of shaky. It didn't feel like quality, and so we wanted to really strengthen this as it's the only moving component in our sauna, so we wanted to make sure that that thing was just bulletproof. So we have 3 stainless steel wheels packed with bearings and aluminum collars to give it that offset that it needs to fit in its slot. So really cool, something we're super proud of. So this next panel is the lid top. This has the female ends of our extruded aluminum pieces. These are also custom made for us. This changed the game for us with the design process. We get these made in Georgia. It's basically an extruded aluminum track. So it's male and female. They're anodized so they don't corrode, and they're really slick. And so the panels slide into one another really easily. So this gave us a full line of contact instead of having just 1 or 2 bolts. This thing connects the pieces in one shot, and it just makes it easy to assemble. With bolt insert assemblies that you'll see in like furniture, over time they just start to wear out and get misaligned, and that's something that we noticed with our earlier versions. When we moved to this, it just changed the game for us. This is another lid side, so we'll just put this off to the side. So this is the side panel here. Quite a few upgrades have been made to this panel to ensure that the track system lasts the lifetime of the sauna. We went ahead and beefed this up with a piece of angle V-track that the wheel sits into. All of our saunas now come with that, and that's another part of the upgrade of the version 7. And the stainless steel logos. We used to laser our logos in the side of our saunas, but we think that the stainless steel logo just gives it that much more class. We actually pocket 1/8 of an inch deep for the stainless steel logo to fit into. It just looks nice and flush and clean. You know, we really strive for everything to be intentional here with our design. It took us about 3 years to get to this like 90% mark, and then an extra year to finish out that 10% after a few hundred saunas worth of feedback. So we are super proud of this version, and we believe it is built to last for a lifetime. So these female tracks, especially on the side panels, they offer structure. These things are very strong. They don't bend or warp. They're very straight and square, and so they're basically the spine of our side panels. We're just going for top-notch quality, and we landed on these. So now that you have everything out of the box, you can go ahead and start assembling your sauna. Again, just be nice and easy, just to make sure that you don't scratch up your beautiful sauna that you just got. So it is kind of standing up on its own there. That's because we have a groove that we route inside the floorboard, and each panel has a tongue that it slips down into that groove. So it's kind of like a cigar box. We focused a lot on the fit and finish just to make sure everything snaps together and that there are no gaps where these panels come together. All right, so I got the floorboard and both side panels up right now, and I'm about to put in the back panel. So this panel just goes in. I have the male sides right here, female sides right there. I'm just gonna slide it in. So it is a little tricky to do by yourself. Again, just be very careful. So there we go. Locks in nice and flush. The tongue on this back panel also goes into the groove of the floorboard, so everything is nice and sealed. And the bottom, I sweat about, it seems like a liter of sweat each time I do a sauna session. And yes, I do put a towel down to absorb most of it, but it does, you know, pool up. And so our sauna is completely sealed. So if you have it on your carpet or a wood floor, there's no sweat that's gonna leak through the floorboard and get onto your floor. So for our next panel here, this is the front heater panel. This has all of the electrical components and the window and the power cord. These power cords are also made in the US. We get them from a company called King Cord, super thick, allows all the power to get to your sauna. And our little leather cord tags here, you can just pop off. There we go. You can save that for when you get the sauna going up. So this is also where we recommend getting a little help from a buddy. Male-female track. So basically, because I'm doing this by myself, I'm just gonna hold the heater panel in this position as I put the cord in the plug hole. So I got the cord here. It's gonna match the shape that we have drilled into the floorboard with the cord. I'm gonna push down, and then I'm gonna lift up slightly on the sauna to push that cord through. So as it slides down, you just pull the slack out of the cord and feed it through. Again, make sure that's all nice and flush. Sits down in the groove there nicely. And everything's rock solid. We made this power cord nice and long so that you can snake it underneath your sauna. And because we have leveling feet, you can actually put it all the way through the bottom of the sauna if say your outlet's on the backside. We went above and beyond as far as we could to ensure that this was nice and clean whenever you have it in your space. So now I can move this box out of the way. And again, this makes an awesome fort for your kids to use. You can carve a little door out of it. We had one of our customers send us a picture of their daughter using it as a fort. It's just super cool. It's got our beautiful logo on it. Please repurpose this. They're amazing. So now we're gonna put the roof panel on. So this roof panel also has a groove routed around the perimeter of it. And these panels here actually have a tongue. So it's the same concept as we have on the floorboard, just to ensure everything is nice and sealed and there aren't any leaks, just to increase the R value and the performance, the heat performance of your sauna. So just gonna put this on. It's right in between there. Okay, so we have the roof panel locked in. Again, this helps square up the body of the sauna, the way that the grooves and the tongues sit into one another. And it just makes for a really nice flush finish, very strong. So next I'm gonna throw the lid top on the sauna. So I have this dadoed piece of 2x2 in the rear. And so this actually seals the lid once it's closed. So I have that towards the rear. Just gonna drop that in place there. Just make sure it's ready to accept the side panels. Gonna pop this in here. So just line up the male and female track there and then slide them into one another, and this trim piece will match up with this trim piece on the top lid, and everything just goes together like a puzzle, nice and flush. One of our biggest design features right there. So I'm going to line this up with the male and female side of this lid. Feed them into one another. And then I'm just going to slide it back. So that locks into place nice and flush, and then it only requires 4 bolts in the lid assembly with the angle brackets. So I'm gonna slide the lid forward. Just rolls like a dream. Butter. All right, so I got my 2 angle brackets here, my 4 bolts and washers, and my Allen key. So I basically just stick this angle bracket in the side. These angle brackets are made from our heater box supplier, a stainless steel manufacturing company called Laserform up in Wisconsin. We love Laserform. They've been a part of this company since the start, and they make an amazing product. So again, American-made metal, shaped in America, and then assembled right here in America. So another piece that we're just super proud of. I like to put both angle brackets on by hand first, kind of like you would put a car tire on, just to make sure everything's nice and level and square before you tighten everything up. So these all go together with our stainless steel bolts. All of our hardware is either stainless steel or aluminum, just to ensure that nothing will corrode over time, because this is a sweaty environment, so there's a lot of salt and sweat that can cause metal to corrode. That's why our logos are stainless steel. Our finishing nails, like the tiny brad nails, we actually get those out of Chicago. Those are all stainless steel as well. And so even the internal components of our sauna, all stainless steel. We did not hold back at all when it comes to the material that we use. All right, so I got those hand tight. I'm just gonna push the angle bracket up in the corner as much as I can, just to make sure it's nice and tight with the perfect 90 of the angle bracket. Okay, so now we have the lid nice and secure. Just gonna make sure it rolls nice and smooth. Super clean. Beautiful finish. The door opens with a breeze. Takes little effort to push it open. So this was one of our biggest design feature breakthroughs as we were building this sauna. The cockpit style lid is just amazing. You know, it just turns this thing into a little spaceship. And with the way that we have the roller bar assembly paired with 6 stainless steel wheels, this whole thing moves like a tank. So it's very robust, very square, and just ensures a lifelong product. And just so you can hear the quality of these, the wheel bearings and the V-track, the track and trolley system is what we call it. It's just crazy butter smooth. We love it. So our sauna is powered by 4 incandescent infrared bulbs. We believe that the incandescent bulb was mastered a long time ago. Right now we're using Fate bulbs, which offer a really good spectrum at 250 watts. But we are also currently working on our own that's a little bit longer to fit a longer tungsten filament that will offer more wattage. So our bulbs will be starting at 300 watts and for our XL 400 watts. With these bulbs, they're interchangeable. And so in the beginning when we were designing this sauna, we played around with a few different heater types. So I had a traditional heater in this thing, a few different traditional heaters actually, paired with some infrared bulbs. And we found that for 110 purposes, since you can just plug this thing into the wall, these offer the biggest bang for your buck. So one of the common questions that we get is the temperature actually 220 degrees or does it just feel like 220 degrees? Our sauna gets up to actual ambient temperature of 220 degrees that you would find in a traditional sauna. So the internal tungsten filament actually heats up to a certain point where it glows, just like iron would once you get it to a certain temperature to mold it and form it. That tungsten filament actually emits light whenever it heats up to a certain point, and that is where we get our actual ambient heat from the sauna. And then on top of that, the spectrum itself is what penetrates your tissue down to the joints. On top of all of that, it's in a red bulb, so this red spectrum light is all of the cellular regenerative benefits that come with red light therapy. It feeds your mitochondria, it induces collagen reproduction. It's a really cool heating element that we believe was mastered a long time ago. It's redundant. Each bulb is rated to several thousand hours of use, but they do go out over time. And the coolest part is that you can just pull the outer shroud off and replace it. You can buy one from us. You can buy one from another supplier that you prefer, but we believe that we'll be making the best bulbs here pretty soon. So before putting the heater cover on, I just want to make sure all the bulbs turn on and everything's good to go. I'm going to install this Wi-Fi adapter that is included with your sauna into the outlet. The Wi-Fi adapter is very simple and highly customizable. So it is paired with an app, the HBN app, that you can set a timer, you can set a safety cutoff switch to where it'll turn off at a certain time. You can also set a schedule for it. So my wife and I have a schedule set on our sauna at home to turn on basically at 5 p.m. every night to 7 p.m. every night. And we know that we have that window of opportunity to get a good therapy session in. If we jump in around 6 p.m., this thing will be cooking at 220 degrees. And it's enough for me to jump in for 30 minutes and then my wife separately to jump in after me. So just gonna plug this into our Wi-Fi adapter here. Once this thing is plugged in, you'll have a Wi-Fi indicator here showing that it is searching for Wi-Fi. Connecting it is pretty simple. You just download the app, you make sure it's paired with your Wi-Fi, and then go through the features. You can name your sauna, you can set a picture for it. This is really cool. It's an option that, you know, on your way home from work, as you're sitting in traffic, boom, you can turn your sauna on and it'll be cooking by the time you get home. And it also includes a manual switch if you just want to override all of the Wi-Fi capabilities. So got a manual switch here, just turn that on and off, and then I can also hit it up with the app. This is also waterproof. We've had a lot of luck with these Wi-Fi adapters, so we're going to keep using them. So this is our stainless steel heater box. These are made up in Wisconsin from our supplier Laserform. It's laser cut 22 gauge stainless steel. So each one of these slots have a nice little radius in it just to kind of fit some of the nuanced details of the sauna. It has our logo in the center, and the whole thing is wrapped internally with a Faraday cage. This internal Faraday cage is to ensure that there are no EMFs making their way through the electrical components, because everything is grounded internally. Super cool feature there, and it just offers that much more protection in the event that one of these bulbs were to break, and then it just offers a really cool glow once the sauna's turned on. We love these little heater boxes. This was a huge design breakthrough for us as well. So I'm just gonna grab the other 4 bolts that were in the hardware kit and install the heater box. So now that everything's in place, I'm going to turn it on, and boom, just like that, your sauna is ready to be preheated. It takes about 60 to 90 minutes to get up to 180, and then about 120 minutes to reach the full 220 degrees. So after your sauna is fully preheated, it's really simple. Just open the door. Once it's preheated, we do use an 1.5 inch thick tongue and groove paneling, so that cedar actually acts as a battery. So once you preheat and season the cedar, it holds its temperature really well. It takes about 5 minutes to get back up to temperature after leaving the lid open like this. And so basically you just open the lid, you step in. I always put a towel down. I'll fold a towel and put it down on the floorboard. We do have some hemp and wool butt cushions coming out soon that can act as like a nice little cushion for your butt. When you step inside, you grab this grab handle here and you just lower yourself down. I'm 5'11" and I have plenty of room. I have about 4 inches on the back wall there with my feet. And then you just slide the lid closed. And then when you're done, slide it open. Another thing people ask us about is how's the ventilation in the sauna? We played around with a few designs on how to put a vent on the inside of the sauna where you can control it, open and close. But to us, it was just another fail point that was really didn't make sense to us. And so the answer to that question is the lid itself is your vent. So my wife likes to have it, about a 1/4 inch open. She likes to ride around 180 degrees, whereas I like to have it fully closed. If you're sitting in this thing at 220 and you need a quick break, you just throw the lid open, get a nice little reset, and then close it, and it gets right back up to temperature. 20 minutes into your session, you can just crack the lid slightly to let some of that air in and out. You can really feel it up and around your head, and it kind of gets behind your back. That is your ventilation and your temperature regulation. So this customer ordered one with a backrest. These backrests are super cool. They have a nice curve design that supports your posture, and it's got a nice little foot on here to ensure that the seat back doesn't fall forward. This is a cool option. We wanted to leave this as an option just to make sure the base price of the sauna was down as far as possible for the more minimal types. But we do offer a bundled discount on all our accessories when you do buy a sauna. And really, it's just so we can include it in the shipping. That includes the backrest, the cover, and the thermometer. And we'll be coming out with butt cushions and sauna hats soon. So if all of that's bundled together, you get quite a big discount just because we can ship everything together. So this thing is watertight. It's UV resistant, so it won't fade. And it's a really strong material. You can kind of hear it there. Baraboo Tent and Awning, they do an amazing job at tailoring these covers. It really is just flawless. Like their stitching is amazing. We're super impressed with every product that they make for us, and we love them. So, good people. Andy is the owner. He actually bought a sauna. We did a sauna trade with him. He traded us some of our sauna covers, and we built him a sauna. So he's also a sauna user. And one of the employees at Laserform, where we get our heater boxes made, also bought one of our saunas. So that connection that we have with our vendors just makes it that much more special. And we're super proud to be working with those people. So again, American made, American built. So each one of our sauna covers comes with the logo, and that goes towards the front because it is tailored to fit the slope of the lid. So that goes in the front just to make sure that you don't have it on backwards. So throw that over the top. So it is a little snug to get on and off the sauna, but that being said, we wanted to ensure that this thing wouldn't just blow off in the wind. If you had it on your terrace, on a patio, it just slides over the top, kind of work each corner down at the same time. Boom. So we got the cover on. The cover is slightly off the ground, and that's just to ensure that air can pass through underneath the floorboard. That way everything stays dry. This material it's like a tough canvas Gore-Tex material. It is breathable, but it is also waterproof. So super cool material. So Andy and his crew reinforced the corners here just to make sure that it's doubled up in the corners for that sharp corner that we have on our sauna. And right here where the lid is. So he's got a double patch there, and then of course the logo in the front. So we love these covers. We wanted to make sure that our customers had the option to protect the life of their sauna as much as they can. Sauna fits really well on a small footprint patio. That's part of the design feature with the door. You know, there's no outward opening apparatuses that take up an extra footprint as they swing open. So with a cockpit style lid, you can really tuck this thing back into a corner of your patio. Whether or not it's covered, this cover here will protect it. And on top of that, it also decreases the preheat time in the sauna by like 30%. So this is like a big snuggie that fits over the sauna. So you can actually preheat the sauna with the cover on, and it'll reach the temperature, the adequate heat shock protein temperature, that much quicker. So when you go to use it, you can just pull it off. And boom, you're ready to rock and roll. So that's it, guys. That's our full-length, in-depth video on what makes this sauna so unique, how to put it together, and some of the design features that we're proud of. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our number's in the footer of our website. You can also put it in the link of this YouTube video. Feel free to call us, reach out to us anytime. It's either me or Jacob. Jacob's at the head of customer experience. If there's a question that can't be answered through our frequently asked questions or some of our videos, we're happy to help. Or if you want to schedule a virtual test drive, we also have that where you can schedule it on our website. And that's basically just a FaceTime video that I can link up with you and get around the sauna for roughly about 30 minutes, show you some of the finer details, really zoom in and go over some of the questions that you might have. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content like this on our YouTube channel or our Instagram feed. All right, guys, see ya.